Holy shit, photosynthesis, welcome back to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Fuck if I know what happened last episode, because that was like a decade ago. Really, well, not really. I lie when I say a decade ago. But it was a while ago. Let that be known. I actually recorded this probably in September. Don't really know when. And I'm just about... past me is just about to fight the Shell Shockers, which I believe are blue Koopa Troopas. Although they appear like just blue Koopa Troopas, when they attack, they have two attacks. They have attack with a shell, which is actually probably what you want. And when you flip them over, they will sort of cause a tornado and dash into you, causing much more damage. So if you're gonna flip one of these guys over, you want to make sure that you're gonna kill them before they get their turn. And of course my thing is like, beep. Okay, the lag is possibly fixed. I don't know. Well, you didn't see lag, I did. So yeah, the reason why I didn't speed up this battle, or any of the battles really in this episode, is because I derped up. When you speed things up in Pinnacle Studio 16, the clip will remain as long as it is if there is stuff recorded after it. Like, you clip it off from one solid clip, like this is actually an hour. This is actually an hour or so. If you speed it up, then you are going to. This is an hour-long clip. I clipped it off at about 15:20 so that would be the episode. After that, I did some editing, and I still remained at 15:20. What I wanted to do was speed up the clip that I separated from all the other clips, but when I speed it up, it remains the same length as it was before, so it speeds up everything so that it remains the same length, or everything past that until it gets to be the same length as it was. So let's say I wanted to just speed up this battle. If I did, I'd separate it. Usually I'd separate it, and then I'd go into then I'd just go into options and speed it up. But here I gotta speed it up, and then when I do speed it up, what's about to happen probably in like a minute or two, that would be at the end of the clip. If you got any sense, if you made any sense out of that, congratulations, I made that very complicated. So, X wants us to go to the, I believe we called it the watering hole, which I thought was a manhole when I first played this game. Because I thought, watering hole, manhole, there's water in the sewer, so therefore, a watering hole is a manhole. That is my logic. But, that is my childhood logic. I miss being a dumb, ignorant kid. But, there are advantages to being a teenager, like none whatsoever. Actually, that's a lie. There are much more advantages. You get much more freedoms. You get to drive wherever you want, whenever you want, for free. That's a lie. Actually, I actually have to pay gas, but still. By the way, in between last episode and this episode, I got my permit, so I can now drive. Yeah! I should have gotten it in July, but I got it in like October. I think. Yes, October. October the 17th. And if you see this after December 21st, congratulations, the world didn't end. Like it was supposed to. Or like it is supposed to for me, but it might not actually do it because, hello, the Spanish invaded the Mayans, and God knows when. Probably didn't have the time because they were busy fighting off the fucking Spanish so that they don't get killed, even though they did get killed because I think the Spanish had muskets at that time. And as you know, the Mayans weren't as technologically advanced as the Spanish were, because the Spanish were from Europe. Europe was part of the Roman Empire at one time, and the Roman Empire, I don't want to say evolved, but they became more technologically adept quicker than how people did over in the Americas. And I learned this all last year, I think. Was it Mayans or Aztecs? You know what? It was probably Aztecs, but I'm going to say Mayans. What am I even talking about anymore? So yeah, we go in this room, we get that paper up there. I actually fail at getting the paper. If you didn't see, if you didn't want to see, because I'm just background noise to you because I'm shitty at playing games, the name of my Yoshi here is Mom Luigi. It's supposed to be Mom Luigi, but I couldn't fit because of the short space, which is going to be one of my hindrances in a future Let's Play. But I didn't even finish this one. Why am I talking about future Let's Plays? I'm not even halfway done this game. What the hell am I doing? So yeah, she took our paper. It's about a crystal. Said something about the crystal stars. And how she knew we were in there, I have no clue. Well, actually, I know, but I don't want to say it because I probably did say it already, but in case I didn't, I'm not going to say it. So yeah, I just did some funky jazz with some cutting, and I didn't do that for any of my other trips to the bed. I don't know why, don't ask me. I probably could have. Well, actually, it would be ideal to ask me because it is I who did it. But what am I even saying? My God. I am an excuse maker. The reason I didn't do my lab report? Fuck it, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do my lab. I was busy doing sex and dating homework, maybe, about abortifacients and contraceptives and sterilization. Abortifacients, if you don't know, I believe are methods of aborting a child that is currently in the womb. If you don't know what abort means, it's practically killing before birth, which is actually really cool. And when I looked at the I actually looked at the last one. It was, I forget what it was. I believe it was dilation and extraction. That was one of the ways to do abortion. It reminded me so much of Fairly Odd Parents, I believe this show's called. And the episode where they first meet the Yugo-Batamian, I forget what the prince's name was. And he said, "I'm going to suck your brain out through a straw!" Well, he didn't say it like that, but still, you get the point. And that is so much like dilation and extraction. I almost laughed. I know I'm awful for laughing at abortion, but still, I laughed at how similar it was. Maybe it was supposed to be a metaphor for that type of abortion, I don't know. If it was, kudos to them. I forget the name of the guy who, well, not directed the episode, but was in charge of story and all that stuff. The writer, there you go. And, oh yeah. I haven't said yet, but the reason why I haven't been bioing the enemies is because I have them bioed on my real file. This is actually the practice file, the first file I actually tried recording the first episode with, but failed because of dropped frames. So, yeah, that's how I got this. I actually didn't play chapter 3 on the practice file because I thought I was ready for it. And thank God I didn't, because I actually got to record this because my hard drive corrupted on me. That little piece of shit. So yeah, they're really easy now. You should have no problem with the iron clefts. There we go. I'm forgetting nouns like there was no such thing. I don't know my English idioms. Is that the word? Would be phrases? Idioms? How would you phrase that? Post it in the comments below. Actually, no, don't. You don't need to. I will just look it up eventually. So, let us see. Yeah, this is the dead meat one that I was actually thinking of in last time I tried voicing over this. See, I actually go to bed here, and I don't cut it out. I don't know why I cut out the first one if I wasn't going to cut out the rest of them. Let's see, reserve a match. And, boy howdy, Gonzalez, fixing for a fight, huh? Well, alrighty then, let me see. Your next opponent will be ranked 6 in the Glitz Pit, the Fuzz. Now listen, son, this battle I want you to appeal to the crowd at least 3 times. These fans, yada yada yada. So the reason why I actually pause and skip all the other text, the reason why I pause to watch that text and skip all the other text is so I can see A, who I'm going up against in case, and B, so I can see what the goal is so that I can fight the next higher ranked enemy. These fuzzies. Well, black one we've already seen. Green fuzzies. I don't believe they're called green fuzzies. I don't know what they're called. They're like black fuzzies, except for they take a little more HP out of you, and they split up when, or not when, but they split up sometimes at random occurrences. Really, they have a little more HP, have no defense. So that green fuzzy can multiply into several other fuzzies, and its clones can clone itself. As you just saw, pink fuzzies drain FP. Next turn it will use, I believe, an electric move. I believe it can only use an electric move. I haven't seen it use other moves besides sucking out my FP. Why am I so bored? I should really get something to drink. I haven't had anything since I got home at probably 3:30, and it's 5 o'clock now. And I last ate in school at lunch, which was 6th period, which was between 11:45 and 11, or not 11:50, yeah, between 11:45 and 12:15, I believe, maybe 12:20. So I haven't eaten in 5 hours. Wow, I am very weak, and also very obese. So, yeah. As you saw, the thing multiplies. I don't bio it, so you can't see really what happens, but when it clones, it actually has the same amount of health as the one being cloned has. So, let's say the one who's multiplying right now has 2 health. That other one that just was given birth to has 2 health as well. And if the one in back multiplies, it'll have 3 plus whatever it had before health. Well, it either had 2 or 1, I don't really know. So that turn, I guess, not turn, but that phase practically undone. I'm gonna say undone. I'm gonna say undid. everything that it did, everything it did the previous turn. I cannot get nouns, and this is actually the end of the episode. I will see you guys next time on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.